What is up, everybody? To Receiver today. So we just got an announcement that there will be a single-player open-world RPG Black Panther game in development and published by EA. And it seems to be that you're going to take place of playing as a Black Panther after the death of a previous Black Panther. So we don't know if you're going to be playing as T'Challa or you're going to be playing as a Black Panther that's after T'Challa's death or whatever. We don't know exactly what the details are, but it was pretty cool that there is a Black Panther game being made, but it has to be ruined somehow with the Sony guys. They they apparently have to put their input in because they are not too happy that this game is being published by EA, but they kind of wish this game was published by Insomniac. Now you look on Twitter right now, Insomniac is actually trending right now because the Sony guys can't seem to understand that superhero games can be made by other people besides Insomniac. So this was the first post I saw actually that kind of made me want to make this video because it's kind of ridiculous that the only people who can make superhero games now is just Insomniac apparently. So this lady wrote, "I am sorry, but Insomniac are the only studio I will want taking on a Black Panther game. I am upset." And this person acts like there has been a plethora. This is the comment I wrote. A plethora of fantastic superhero games were made by talented studios other than Insomniac. We have had so many great superhero games. I don't know, just because Insomniac makes a good Spider-Man game and a spin-off Spider-Man game, it's just like they're just the only studio who can make superhero games now. It's just insanity. Like, we had Rocksteady making the most amazing Batman games ever made. We had the people who made Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians of the Galaxy game, that game was amazing. Even the Avengers game, people trashed that game, but that game was really good. The single player mode, they just didn't focus on microtransactions and like the microtransactions and loot boxes and whatever it was. That game would be amazing as well. So, just the previous games, the plethora of Spider-Man games we had before the PS4 Spider-Man game, were all mostly pretty good. Like, they mostly were all pretty good, especially like during the 360 generation. We had Web of Shadows, we had Shattered Dimensions, we had Edge of Time. Those Spider-Man games were all good. We even had great Wolverine games, but we even had a great Wolverine game before in the past. That was on 360 generation. Wolverine, I think it was Origins or Wolverine Uncaged or something like that. I forgot what the Wolverine game was called, but we have had great superhero games before in the past. So it's just this whole notion that Insomniac is just the savior for the superhero genre. It's just ridiculous. It's like they made a good Spider-Man game. I give them credit. The game was pretty good, but it's like I don't know. These people are just like, I don't know if these people are like new age PS4 gen or PS5 gen gamers, but this notion is just so crazy. And this is not the only person who made the statement right here. Like I said, Insomniac is trending. So you type Insomniac, there's a lot of people making the same statement as well. Black Panther X EA, Insomniac help. Somebody, anybody but EA. And I was like, they published the Jedi Fallen Order game. That game was pretty well received. So I don't know why. Oh, I kind of understand why EA has always negative backlash because people are concerned about microtransactions and loot boxes. But EA has been doing pretty well with single player games, especially if you look at the most recent Star Wars game. So let's see. Insomniac is doing Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine right now. I don't have time to do Black Panther 2, but I feel you. Black Panther game being made by Insomniac. Like, once again, like no other studio can make the Black Panther game but Insomniac, apparently. Okay, at least this person gives credit to Rocksteady. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Like, we legit forgetting all of the studios who made great superhero games. Even that Captain America game on 360 was pretty good. That was on the 360 generation, was pretty good. And I don't even know who made that game. I think Activision might have published that game as well too. Why the hell do they give Black Panther to EA and not Insomniac is beyond me. So I think these guys really just want Insomniac because if it's made by Insomniac, this is a PlayStation exclusive. So it's just ridiculous. Open world Black Panther game being developed by EA. Insomniac should handle making every single Marvel game. So just get Insomniac a monopoly on Marvel games, apparently. Okay, that makes zero sense. To me, I think Insomniac Games should do a better job making a Black Panther game than EA. They did those Spider-Man games and the upcoming Wolverine game. Insomniac needs to make a Black Panther game, not EA. Just the pure entitlement. It's just wild. I could think of many better studios to develop a Black Panther game than EA, and Sonic would be at the top of that list. I wish that Black Panther game was being made by Sonic, but I'm still excited for it. Okay, at least he's excited still. I would love a Black Panther game. EA development concerns me, though. I know it'd be a PlayStation exclusive game in that case, which will suck, but Sonic will likely do such a fantastic job with this. I mean, I like this is kind of rough because I do like Insomniac. I do like Insomniac with their Spider-Man games, but it's like I'm trying to think what other games they got. Ratchet and Clank was a good game. Well, it was decent. I won't say it was amazing. I had a decent time playing the most recent Ratchet and Clank game, but it wasn't like amazing. But it's like their previous track record, especially like with the game they made for Xbox One. What was it? Sunset Overdrive, I believe it was called. That didn't do too well, and even when it was on PC, it still didn't do too well. So, man, they kind of got a big boost because they had the Spider-Man license. So I don't know. I want to see Insomniac make a game that's not with a super license to see how well it does. Because like the last game they made them do that well when it wasn't a super license. So I mean they had Ratchet and Clank, sure, but they had a previous history of making those games. So, I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy to be giving Insomniac this humongous credit, like they're the goat of making superhero games when they just made the Spider-Man game, which the other games were just as great, which weren't made by Insomniac. So yeah, let's look more on this post right here because a lot of people agree with this woman's statement right here. Facts. So somebody they agree right there. I wouldn't trust EA with anything, especially a new studio. I mean, EA has been around for a long time, so I'm thinking they're pretty credible. They've been around for a long time. They've probably been around since like the Super Nintendo or NES at this point. They've been around for a long time, so I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. EA has proven that they are capable of making very good single-player experiences. Hopefully this will be one of them. Yeah, I don't know where all this doubt is coming from, to be honest. It's like EA has been around for a long time. Sucker Punch is a better choice. Once again, another Sony studio. They make good games too, but once again, why does it have to be a Sony exclusive studio? More people agreeing right here. Honestly, any PlayStation studio would be a great fit. Okay, so they just want this game to be exclusive. That's the end game. They just want this game to be exclusive to PlayStation. So they say any PlayStation studio would do. Wow. I'd rather have Sucker Punch make the environment and then Sony games handle the moment. Once again, this game must be a Sony exclusive. Why can't it be a multiplayer so everybody can enjoy it? It's just mind-boggling. I agree with you. Insomniac and Rocksteady are the two best superhero game studios, but Insomniac is kind of busy. Can we really give Insomniac that credit though? They just made one superhero game. I don't know how we can just give them all this credit. They made one superhero game. And Miles Morales was just like a spinoff of that one game. So, I don't know. It's just kind of wild we gave them all this credit and they just made one great Spider-Man game, which there have been several other great Spider-Man games before, so I don't know why we just put these guys on the pedestal like this. Like, okay. Rocksteady for sure. And then one guy says mid and Insomniac is better. That's kind of a stretch right there. I like the Spider-Man game, but I don't think they're anywhere near the Batman Arkham games, or Batman Arkham series. In all honesty, Insomniac, why not 343? I mean, look how Halo Infinite turned out. Okay, there's somebody obsessed with Xbox. They are doing the Wolverine game, and for me, it is enough. Yeah, let's just lock every superhero game behind PlayStation. That wouldn't be a good idea whatsoever. Yeah, even people who made Shadow of War, the Mordor games, those Lord of the Ring type games, most people can make the game too. Well, I guess that wouldn't work because they're owned by WB and WB owns DC stuff. So I guess that wouldn't work either. Sony fans are weird. Yeah, the fact that they want any studios under Sony to make this game is kind of crazy. Let's see. Word bad move on this with EA. On one can only hope that it's not played with microtransactions. I would hope they won't do that because it would definitely ruin that game if it's played with microtransactions and it just ruins it. With that, so I would hope they wouldn't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. Like I said before, I'm glad this game is being made. I think EA is most likely gonna know what they're doing with this game. They know the deal. They know that people don't like microtransactions or loot boxes. So if they don't add that in, I don't see. If they're not focusing on just being a money grab with this license, then it should be a great game. So that's my thoughts about it. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.